Hi there, my name is Stanley Steen of Team Deberoo, and in this video you will learn how you can split test or A/B test your landing pages.
This video is brought to you by Deberoo.com, the #1 affiliate marketing software platform.
Alright, here we are at the dashboard of the Deberoo tracker, and in this video you will learn how you can split test landing pages, or A/B test if you like to call them that way. Alright, so first let me explain to you what a split test is. Alright, so obviously we need a landing page to launch our campaign, right? A landing page is basically the page between the ad and the offer to warm up the audience for the sale. And landing pages can have quite a different effect depending on what kind of landing page you use. Some landing pages make sure that you have a very high CTR, but then the conversion rate drops. Other landing pages might have lower CTR, but have a higher conversion rate. Alright, and then we also have the sweet spot, of course, right? A high enough CTR and still a high enough CR. Okay, all these things can be manipulated by your landing page. So, to test your landing pages and to see which landing page works the best, you might want to split test your landing pages. If you split test your landing page, you basically distribute the traffic to your landing page to different landing pages, usually equally, but you can also distribute it differently. And then you have data on both those landing pages, and you can easily see which one performs better, which is the goal, right? And then if we know which one performs better, we continue with that one, we leave the other one behind, and perhaps we do another split test, all right? But how do you set up a split test? How do you make sure you split test your landing pages? That's what we're going to talk about today. Alright, so to split test the landing pages, first we need 2 different landing pages, okay? So we're going to go to the Deberoo landing page builder. We're going to take a look at the template list. And let's filter by vertical, and let's do insurance, for example. Alright, so there are quite some different insurance landing page templates, as you can see. So let's say we have a auto insurance offer and we want to split test a couple different landing pages. Alright, there are a couple ways to go. First, let's create this landing page. So let's say a split test LP1, landing page 1. Okay, then we're going to create this. And of course, we might want to change all kinds of things. We might want to change the images, the text, the headline, the logo, whatever you want. You can change it inside the landing page editor. Also, don't forget to enter your destination URL right here, which is where you want to paste in your click URL. All right. So let's actually do that. I'm going to show you where you can find the click URL. You can find it in the tracker by clicking on your name and then go to the tracker settings. Click on tracking URLs, and that's where you will find the click URL. So I'm going to copy this, paste this in, change the links. Links have been updated. Let's publish this. And then we have our first landing page live. Now, if you want to split test your landing pages, there are a couple different ways to do it. All right? One way is using a completely different template. This will give you some results on which landing page is better out of those 2. But sometimes you want to see which image on your landing page works best. All right? The best way to test that is to have the exact same landing page, but then with a different image. And then you can easily see which one performs better. All right, so if we wanted to do that with this specific landing page, then we're going to exit the editor first. And right here, you can see it in our saved landing pages is that landing page that we just created. All right, now I'm going to copy this landing page by clicking on this duplicate button, and I'm going to call it split test LP2. All right, duplicate. All right, the landing page has been duplicated. Right here it is. And now let's edit it. And then let's search a image of a car. Just something random just to show you how it works. Beautiful car, let's use that. All right, so we're gonna download this. And then instead of this image, we want that new image to test to see which one performs better. Okay, so now we have this image All right, cool. Once again, we want to paste in the destination URL, change the links. Links have been updated, and then we going to publish this website. Okay, so we now have 2 landing pages. All right. Usually, I would say if you do a test like this with just the image is different, you could create a third one, but I wouldn't go completely the other way with going with another template. All right. However, you might want to use one of these landing pages and then a completely different template. That's possible, right? So for example, if you've done this split test and one of these 2 perform better, then you know, okay, I'm going to test that one against a completely different template if you choose so. Okay, so let's create one more landing page for a totally different style of landing page template. Just to show you. All right, so then we go back to the insurance vertical, and then let's say we want to use this one as well. So then I'm going to call it split test LP3. Obviously, don't call them actually this. I would recommend to have the geo abbreviation, the offer name, perhaps the affiliate network in there. It might also help to not number your landing pages as in 1, 2, and 3, but actually call them red car, yellow car, different template, whatever. Keywords that will help you to recognize which landing page is which, okay? Not mandatory, but my personal preference is that I can see exactly what the landing page is when I read the name of the landing page. Having said that, let's say this is the 3rd landing page that we want to test. Then once again, we want to make sure that the destination URL is there. There we go. And then we can publish this landing page as well. Cool, so we now have 3 different landing pages. Let's say we want to test those 3 landing pages and distribute our traffic equally. So 33% to this lander, 33% to this lander, and 33% to this lander. All right? So we have the landing pages published and all ready to go. The destination URL is there. We made some adjustments where needed. And now we need to set up our tracker to set up the distribution for these 3 different landing pages. So let's go to the Deberoo tracker. And first we need to add the landing pages. So we're going to go to landers, and I'm going to click on create and then on lander to create the first landing page. Okay, there we go. Country tag, let's say Andorra for now. Then the lander name, so I'm just going to call it split test lander 1 for now. But once again, I recommend you in your title, help yourself out. And when I say help yourself out, I mean get the geo in there, get the offer name in there if you want the affiliate network, a suitable name for this template or this lander, etc. Whatever helps you to recognize it. Then once you've done that, paste in the first lander URL. That's the click URL, not the lander URL. So this is number 1. So we're going to copy that and paste that in here. And once you've done that, press save. Now, for each landing page that we want to use, we need to do this process, okay? So we're going to add another lander. All right, and this time we're going to use the second landing page URL. So we're going to paste that in. There we go. And everything else is good to go. So let's save. And last but not least, we want to add the third lander. So let's copy that URL as well. And we're going to paste it in here again. Oh, this is lander 3. I think I didn't change the name on the previous one, so I don't know if that's saved. But let's see. It's under Andorra, I think. It should be under Andorra. Well, never mind. We'll find out. Okay, so now that we have added the 3 different landing pages, we want to start creating our flow. So let's go to the flows tab and we're going to create a new flow. All right, new flow, perfect. Traffic distribution, rule paths, so you can add rules if you want. Default paths, blah, blah, blah. A new path, that's what we want. And new path, let's call it split test landers, whatever. Okay, we want to do landers and offers. I don't have an offer page added, so we'll just grab a random one. But if you want to split test your offer pages, by the way, it's exactly the same process. Okay, transition to offer, I want that on a 302, so that's all good. Now we are going to add 3 landers, and as you can see, automatically it's 33% of the distribution per landing page. You can also adjust this if you want to send more to one of the landers. For example, if you've already split tested 2 landing pages, you drop one and now you want to split test a new one, you already have quite a lot data on the old one. So maybe you want to send the majority of the traffic to the new one so that you can split test them faster, okay? That's why you can adjust these distribution. At the start, if you don't have any data yet, I will just do equal distribution. Okay, so let's search for that first lander. Andorra, split test 1, Andorra. Yeah, I didn't change the name, but that's fine. We choose the 2 different ones and number 3. Okay, so now you have set up a split test for these 3 landers, and they all have equal distribution. But like I said, if you want, you could do 20 by 20 by 60. Okay, that's possible. Whatever you want to do. And then we have the offer. So I'm just going to select a offer right now, but obviously you want to add your offer as well. And then if you want to split test your offers, it's the same process. So instead of creating one offer element, you create multiple offer elements and you select them all right here. So then the second one, for example, might be this one. And once again, we can adjust the distribution if we want. So if we have the feeling or the knowledge that this lander or offer page promotes better, but we still want some traffic on the other one, then we might say, okay, you know what? I'm going to send 80% of the traffic to this one and 20% of the traffic to that one. There we go. Perfect. All right. So like I said, if you don't have any data yet, I recommend to keep it on equal distribution. So 50 by 50. And the same goes for this one, 33.3, 33.3, and 33.3. This way, every landing page and every offer page gets about the same amount of visits. All right. It's not going to be exactly on the number, but that doesn't matter as long as it's about the same numbers, right? If we have 500 visitors on lander 1 and 498 on lander 2, that's still pretty stable. It's so close that you can easily compare the data. However, if lander 1 has 500 visits, lander 2 has 5, and lander 3 has 10, then we don't have enough data on lander 2 and 3 to make an accurate decision about these landers, which is why it's important to generate that data. If that, however, happens to you and you already have 500 visits on lander 1, maybe because you've tested it before, and now you have 2 new landing pages, like I said, that might be the moment where you want to send the majority of the traffic to the new landers so you can split test a little bit faster. So for example, make it 10% to lander 1 since we already know it works. However, we still want to send some traffic, but we don't have to test it as effectively as the other ones. And then for the other ones, make it 45 and 45% on both so that we can generate a lot of data very quick. And then once we have enough data to make up the balance basically and to benchmark them against each other, we might want to switch it up again and once again send all the traffic to lander 1 or another lander, whatever works best. Okay, so once you've done that, save the flow. Okay, so mine has a little bit problem with the workspace, which I will have to fix right now. So there we go, Andorra, new flow, fine, workspace, bum. Okay, there we go. And then you have saved the flow. Okay, and then once you have saved the flow, you can select the flow inside your campaign creation. You can also skip the flow creation step and just create the path inside the campaign creation yourself. So let me show you. If we create a new campaign, we're going to skip all of this for now, but then right here you will find the campaign destination. So we can select the new flow that we just created, Or if you haven't created a flow, you can do the same process right here. So select path, we wanted to do 302, and once again, we do 3 different landers and 2 offers, okay? Or whatever you want to do. So you can also do it inside the campaign creation tab, whatever you prefer. There's no better way here. So if you feel like, you know what, making a flow first is better for me because I can check if everything is properly set up before I go over to my campaign, go ahead, create a flow. If you feel like creating a flow, it seems like a hassle, I might as well create a path inside my campaign creation. That's all possible as well. Alright, so you now know how you can split test your landing pages and split test your offer pages, which will most likely help you to find the best landing pages for your campaign and get the most conversions out of it. Alright, if you've liked this video, then please leave a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button to stay tuned about any new videos on the Deberoo channel. That's going to be it for this one, but I will just catch you on the next video. And until then, peace out.
This video is brought to you by Deberoo.com, the #1 affiliate marketing software platform.